everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a virtual trip to the Great White North to uncover some mind-blowing facts about Canada. So grab a coffee, maybe a donut, and let's get started on our journey. First up, let's talk size. Did you know Canada is absolutely massive? It's the second largest country in the world by total area, right behind Russia. To put that in perspective, you could fit the entire United Kingdom into Canada over 40 times, too. It's so big that it spans 6 different time zones. So, while people in Newfoundland are finishing up their lunch, folks in British Columbia are just waking up and brewing their morning coffee. And with great size comes a great coastline. In fact, Canada has the longest coastline in the world. How long, you ask? Over 243,000 kilometers. If you decided to walk it, and you walked 20 kilometers every single day, it would take you more than 33 years to complete the journey. It borders 3 different oceans, the Atlantic, the Pacific, and the Arctic. That's a whole lot of beaches, cliffs, and stunning seaside views. Now, what's the first thing you think of when you hear Canada? For many, it's maple syrup. And for good reason. Canada is the undisputed king of maple syrup, producing over 70% of the world's entire supply. The province of Quebec is the heart of this sweet industry, churning out millions of gallons of liquid gold every year. So, next time you're drenching your pancakes in syrup, you can thank Canada for that deliciousness. Let's move from sweet treats to majestic creatures. Canada is home to some incredible wildlife, and one of its most iconic residents is the polar bear. The town of Churchill, Manitoba, is famously known as the polar bear capital of the world. Every autumn, hundreds of polar bears migrate through the area, waiting for the sea ice to form so they can hunt seals. It is one of the few places on Earth where you can see these magnificent animals in their natural habitat. But speaking of iconic animals, did you know Canada doesn't just have one national animal, but 2? First, there's the beaver, a symbol of hard work and ingenuity, famous for building dams and lodges. This industrious creature played a huge role in Canada's history, especially during the fur trade era. And the second national animal is the Canadian horse, known for its strength, resilience, and good nature. This breed has been a part of Canada's heritage for centuries. Okay, this next one is for all the kids and the kids at heart. Where does Santa Claus live? The North Pole, right? Well, according to Canada, he's a Canadian citizen. In 2008, the government officially declared Santa Claus a Canadian citizen. You can even write him a letter, and he'll write back. Ho's official postal code is HOHOHO. Get it, ho ho ho. Only in Canada. Let's go back to Churchill, the polar bear capital, for a moment, because there's another fascinating fact about this town. Residents often leave the doors of their homes and cars unlocked. Now, this isn't because it's the friendliest town in the world, although I'm sure it is. It's actually a safety measure. If someone is walking down the street and encounters a polar bear, they can quickly duck into the nearest house or car for safety. It's a unique community-based safety system. If you love lakes, Canada is your paradise. The country has more lakes than any other nation on Earth. How many? It's estimated that Canada has over 3 million lakes. That's more lakes than the rest of the world combined. From the massive Great Lakes it shares with the US to tiny, pristine glacial lakes hidden in the mountains, Canada is a wonderland for anyone who loves water. Now for something a little out of this world. Are you a believer in extraterrestrial life? Well, the town of St. Paul, Alberta, is ready for visitors from another planet. In 1967, as part of Canada's centennial celebrations, they built the world's first official UFO landing pad. The structure is a raised concrete platform with a map of Canada on it. And there's a time capsule to be opened in 2067. So, if aliens ever decide to visit Earth, they know they have a designated parking spot in Canada. We all know Canada can get cold, but how cold? Let's talk about the coldest temperature ever recorded in the country. In 1947, the small settlement of Snag in the Yukon Territory recorded a bone-chilling temperature of minus 63 degrees Celsius. That's minus 81.4 degrees Fahrenheit. 2. Give you some context. That is colder than the average surface temperature of Mars. So yeah, you'd definitely want to bundle up. From the super cold to the super tall. For 32 years, Toronto's CN Tower held the title of the tallest freestanding structure in the world. Completed in 1976, this iconic landmark stands at over 553 meters tall, while it no longer holds the top spot globally. Slimel. It remains a symbol of Canadian engineering and a must-see attraction in Toronto, offering breathtaking views of the city and Lake Ontario. You can even do the edge walk, where you walk on the outside of the main pod. Okay, let's talk about food again. Besides maple syrup, what other treat is quintessentially Canadian? Donuts. Canada has more donut shops per capita than any other country in the world. And at the heart of this donut devotion is Tim Hortons. It's more than just a coffee and donut shop. It's a cultural institution. Grabbing a double-double and a box of Timbits is a daily ritual for millions of Canadians. While we're on the subject of big things, let's talk about moose. These animals are synonymous with the Canadian wilderness, and they are enormous. A fully grown bull moose can stand over 2 meters tall at the shoulder and weigh up to 700 kilograms. That's heavier than a grand piano. Seeing one in the wild is an unforgettable experience, but you'll definitely want to keep a safe distance. Ever wonder where the name Canada came from? It's actually a bit of a misunderstanding. In the 16th century, when French explorer Jacques Cartier was exploring the St. Lawrence River, 2 indigenous youths told him the way to Kanata, which was their word for village or settlement. Cartier mistakenly thought Kanata was the name for the entire land. Their name stuck, and over time, it evolved into Canada. Finally, let's go back to just how big Canada is. The country has vast expanses of protected wilderness, and some of its national parks are larger than entire countries. Take Wood Buffalo National Park, which straddles Alberta and the Northwest Territories. At nearly 45,000 square kilometers, it's bigger than Switzerland. It was established to protect the world's largest herd of free-roaming wood bison. And there you have it. From UFO landing pads and Santa's postal code to having more lakes than the rest of the world combined, Canada is full of surprises. It's a country with a rich history, stunning nature, and a unique culture that makes it truly one of a kind. What was your favorite fact? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.